powerful, they can create, or they can destroy. So choose your words wisely. Well, that's a quote to try to tell you the importance of the vocabulary and the vocabulary enhancers. If you're preparing for any examinations like IELTS and PTE, they are going to be immensely important for you, because that's the reason you might get that 0.5 less or more. So let's begin today with some words which can help you in building the IELTS or PTE 0.5. Well, first we are going to talk about the 6 basic emotions. Not all of them, but then trying to distinguish them into 6 different emotions like anger, disgust, sadness, fear, surprise, and happiness. We have a range of emotions in our life, but then due to the Android, due to the mobiles, we do not express them in words but these emoticons, right? So when people ask us questions, how you're feeling today, okay, or when we read any news, generally we send one of these emoticons to express the way we feel. But that's the problem. When it comes to the real-time conversations with people, maybe in offices or face-to-face in a daily life, or that's in IELTS or PT, people really lack the words beyond anger or angry or happy, sad. They are the typically overused words while expressing emotions. Let's start today with understanding the anger as a word, which will be, I would say, having different shades, starting with a slightly minor, or I would say the lighter version of the anger, and we'll be going to the extreme version of the anger. Yeah. So the first word here is annoy. If you look at this girl, it's a mild irritation on her face, and someone has parked in her spot, in the parking spot, and that's where she is feeling annoyed. She says that it was my parking space, and how come you have parked in my space or other space allotted to me. Another word which is, yes, kind of annoyed, the milder version of anger, but then generally you feel offended, where you feel slightly embarrassed, or sometimes you have that anger in your mind when somebody names you or calls you something which you don't expect to. So he's saying, you called me an uncle? Alright, so he is looking offended when somebody called him middle-aged uncle. Right? So that is offended. The next word is sullen. Now if you look at this face, okay, this is such an innocent face which shows some anger. Now he might be sitting sullenly in the corner, avoiding the eye contact with his parents and other siblings. And whereas he's thinking, I don't want food, don't talk to me, give me what I want, give me what I asked for. So look at that pout and the anger in the eyes. That's sullen expression. Okay. The next word is uptight. You go by the word uptight. Okay. Look at this face. Okay. It's really tight in terms of holding the emotions. They are not, the forehead is not really crimped and really not wrinkled. It's not showing the anger on the face. It's a silent killer. So the dad was really uptight because I got home after midnight. So the girl is standing right in front of the door, and the dad opens and he asks, where were you till 2 a.m.? So he's uptight about this. Okay? It means slightly tense, nervous, feeling jittery about the daughter being outside. So that's anger with emotions, tense emotions, we can say. The next word which we have is exasperated. If you look at this face, it's now getting cramped, and he's saying, oh God, not again. So he's running out of patience maybe. Now imagine a situation which must have occurred in his life. Take an example of any machine which he has bought, maybe his laptop, and it is not working. So he got this executive, got it repaired, then again it breaks down. Again he calls somebody, and you just repeat it a couple of times, and just imagine after like 3-4 times of the same process, what must be going through in his mind. So he's feeling exasperated. He's saying, oh no, not again, my laptop is not working once again. Right? So that's exasperated. The next word is indignant. This is related to dignity. Indignant. In is no. So when, if you look at this girl and if you look at her face, she is looking at you, asking with a doubt. always nice light anger on the face. All these expressions can be defined as indignant expressions. So, on doubting her caliber to score 40 and 40 in English, the girl had an indignant expression on her face, which means that she was feeling annoyed due to the unfair treatment, or she's asking, like, don't you believe me that I have got 40 on 40 in English? I'm telling you. Okay, so she feels indignant. The next word which we have is resentful. Now you're piling up the emotions in your mind. Imagine a situation at office when you worked on a project at the office with a co-worker, and the boss ends up praising the co-worker and leaving you out. So you feel, back of your mind that he took all the credit for my work. So this guy who's your co-worker. So you're looking at him, like you're thinking about him. So you don't show it on face, but then you feel resentful about this whole praising, I would say, or whole event in your life where the boss praised somebody else and not you. Okay. This is the extreme emotion wherein you have bitterness in your mind. You pile it up. You have that grudge in your mind, or something which is related to the past. So this lady, if you look at her face, now she is feeling very intense. She's looking very intensely, and she is probably thinking, you messed up with me, I'll teach you a lesson. Okay. So if you're bitter, you have taken resentful to the next level. So it is about a past hurt. Alright. The next word which we have related to anger is a higher version of irate. Higher version of anger, which is irate, which means that you're just mad about something. Now imagine that you're going to a restaurant, a high-end restaurant, ordering something which you generally get in a well presented manner or at the right temperature, and then this guy gets a cold pizza. So he's calling this waiter and then he's saying that, is this your service standard? So the man was irate that they served him a cold pizza. So he is angry about the service standards, and generally irate is a word which is related to the customers, like annoyed customers, similarly irate customers. Now you look at her face, it has been extreme, it is showing extreme anger on her face. So it is showing the furious nature of the anger, wherein she is thinking, either I'll kill you or myself now. Right? She is extremely angry. Now imagine a situation like she reaching home and seeing her kids cutting her important certificates for making some craft. So how would she feel? She'll not just feel angry, she'll feel furious. Okay, so that's the next level. And the last word is outraged. Now generally this outraged as a word is related to anger. Rage is anger, but this has got a social media connotation. So if you look at this image was viral a few days and months back, wherein this teenager had put this image or a selfie with his dead grandfather. Okay, now you got that emotion, even you felt like, really? So look at this face. Okay, all these faces, you can say everyone was outraged looking at the viral picture of a teenager taking a selfie with his dead grandfather. So these were the words which are related to anger. I hope you revise, you just go through them, add on into your word list and use them wherever they are necessary. Happy learning. Bye-bye.